Hello, what's up, everyone? This is Mike Cackle. Welcome back to the podcast where I'm conceptualizing an MMORPG. This podcast is about the summarization of my game, what it is, what it's about, and what are the game goals. Obviously, it's classified as a massive multiplayer online war-playing game known as an MMORPG. The genre, I developed this game to be multi-genre. While it focuses on mankind, it can be many genres such as fantasy, sci-fi, horror, real life, etc. So you can expect a little bit of everything in my game. As for the game's story summary, which is basically putting the entire game into a sentence, here we go. It's a devastated mankind faces a war-torn planet in the struggle to seek out and destroy the unknown evil presence devouring its existence amidst trying to survive the rivalry of one another. So for the game type, we know it's an MMO, but more so it's a world-based MMO. As for the game activities, players in Cackle will be engaging in character development, player versus environment combat, known as PvE, player versus player combat, PvP, social activities, politics, adventuring, warfare. Other activities include housing, crafting, gathering, cooking, marketing, and meaningful fishing. Yes, we will fish. The game goal for the players, the ultimate goal is to unite the world, destroy the evil presence, and of course, live happily ever after. Why not? Based on our game summarization, mankind is somewhat warring amongst the different factions, but trying to also figure out what this evil is that lurks about. A lot of strange things are taking place. Hearsay of strange creatures spotted, people gone missing, rumors of various types of things like satanic cults to werewolves devouring our young. What exactly is it? Why is it attacking us? And why does it seem to be trying to destroy our civilization? You are to join up with others of the same beliefs and learn about, train, and conquer the evil presence that haunts us all in the world of Cackle. So, we are playing this game to explore a world, experience an interesting environment, check out nature and its underlying powers, playing to conquer, to dominate, to rule and control under the beliefs chosen. Now, next comes the hard part, which is offering a quick summary on the originating concepts of the game, the features and why they were chosen. All these concepts will be explained in more detail as we progress. For now, it's just an introduction to them. First off, I'll start with a bang that should generate lots of oohs and ahs from you guys. Basically, there's massive theory behind my choice. Unlike traditional MMOs, the game I am designing is not level-based. Again, there are no levels in this game. I will definitely have a whole podcast in the future why I chose this approach, but the main reason is based off not segregating a community. Next off, we will have 3 factions to choose from, not so entirely different from one another, but each have their own idealistic ways of progression. The 3 factions should differ in types of warfare chosen and specialize in certain areas. Next, moving forward, housing. Right off the bat, you will have player housing. The entire point of the housing is to provide a place to share your history with artifacts and items gained in your adventures with those friends you invite into your homes. Also, aside from a money sink to keep economies in check, housing is vital to your game storage system. I love my loot and not too happy with games and their small banks that are filled up in one day's play. Loot will be very vital in my game. Storing it in your own homes and chests and lockers will be your storage and not some silly bank. Housing also plays a pivotal role in the game story, and protecting your home will be a concern always on your mind. In my game, if you had a sword and it became special to you, you can gladly take that weapon to your home and mount it for all others to see and talk about it, as it'll become a conversational piece on your wall or mantle, etc. I believe housing is a huge social feature that's been missing or not done right for a long time. Questing. Questing will be available in ways to provide rewards for effort. You do quests to get things you need to survive or make a living or for extreme adventuring, not to waste time leveling. Quests may be introduced via special storylines, and that will start uncovering the lore of the world. Quests will never stop evolving. As the game evolves, the amount of things you can do grows. As a developer, we can even introduce a lore daily because it won't be constrained to providing content for a specific level. Everything created is available for everyone. So we'll move forward into character classes. I'm sure you're all interested in that. The current design has 4 classes to choose from. Once again, this is mankind, so we need some realism here in regards to classes. They will be fighter, thief, scientist, and medics. So fighters will be the fighter class, thief being more the rogue type, scientist the magic type, and medic the healer type. So combat will be somewhat skill-based. Line of sight will be introduced, as well as how you equip your character. Itemization in this game will allow characters to specialize in certain defensive choices, as well as offensive. Characters will be able to find armor and gear up as desired, not bound by rules of the class and forced armor sets. So if you wish to utilize a set of armor that is heavily fire resistant, you can do so, or you can choose to try and build a well-rounded set. Types of damage from weapons are currently set to be slashing, piercing, bludgeoning, fire, cold, poison, and acid. Again, slashing, piercing, bludgeoning, and then we have elements fire, cold, poison, and acid. There will be guild features in the game. There will be clans, allegiance support, which is groups of clans, and then something I created called militaries. Allegiances pledged to militaries to fight for a particular faction. The game is based heavily on loot and itemization, with not a huge factor of difference on items gained. While there will be obvious, more significantly stronger weapons and armor, it will be up to the user to find them, keep them in tip-top shape, and even more importantly, guarded. Because when you have an uber weapon wielded, others will see it, and your enemies may come in numbers to destroy you and take it. Now, weapon and armor items can have enhancements. Now, when I said take it above, I know a lot of you think it becomes a hardcore game, and I kind of want it somewhat hardcore, but it needs to be more casual hardcore, I would say. Meaningful purpose, but not game-breaking, is how I wish to design this. Weapon and armor items can have enhancements. So while the base item might be the important factor in making an epic rare weapon that you find or have crafted, much needed rare and expensive enhancements will only keep it in that top shape, which makes it a semi-decaying system. The weapons will never decay, but the guts may. So this is to provide a means of loss, again, that is not game-breaking. So while you might be defeated in combat and you may have lost that special enhancement, you won't lose that rare uber weapon. So it's an acceptable loss. Now, in my upcoming podcast, we'll discuss more on why I chose the game to have no character levels and talk heavy about the segregation issues I believe are causing major problems in games today. You can follow this podcast and other related videos on my YouTube channel at youtube.com/MikeCackle. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. You've been watching my project codename Cackle. Later.
Hey, boy, where are you going? Get the out of here. Later on, dude.